In the corner of the refrigerator, an egg cracked open with a snap, and Gudetama slowly slid out, collapsing into a limp pile while muttering, "So tired. Don't want to move." At the same time, another egg pop hatched and out bounced a fluffy little chick, Nisatama. With wide, round eyes, the first thing Nisatama saw was Gudetama, and immediately, excitedly pounced on him. "Mama!" They say a chick imprints on the first thing it sees after hatching, and for Nisatama, that was Gudetama. So he firmly believed Gudetama was his mother, clinging to him with all his might. Gudetama lazily pointed to the side and said, "This is your real mom." Nisatama turned his head, only to see a poster of the farm owner. With a sigh, Gudetama corrected, "No, the picture next to it is your mom." But when Nisatama looked, all he saw was a blurry image of a hen. Where was his real mother? Determined to find her, he dragged Gudetama along, whether the lazy egg liked it or not. As a proper egg, Gudetama's dream was simple, to become a delicious egg dish, just like all the others. But Nisatama wouldn't hear it. He built a makeshift stroller out of eggshells and buttons and shoved Gudetama into it. We're brothers now. When they escaped the fridge, they found themselves in a conveyor belt sushi restaurant. Realizing they were about to be eaten, Nisatama panicked and tried to push Gudetama to safety. In the chaos, Gudetama tumbled out of the stroller, right onto a chef's cutting board. The chef, mistaking him for food, placed him on the conveyor belt. With Gudetama in mortal danger, Nisatama scrambled up a broom onto the counter, spotting a chef with a fuzzy beard and hat. In his desperation, he mistook the man for his mother and leaped onto his face, only to be disgustedly tossed into the trash. Digging himself out, Nisatama found a QR code on an eggshell nearby, printed with the image of a hen. This had to be the clue to finding his mother. Meanwhile, Gudetama had been picked up by a child who poked him with chopsticks. Gudetama snapped. The child shrieked, "An egg that could talk," and dropped him in terror. Nisatama swooped in to rescue Gudetama, just as a reporter caught the whole thing on camera. A talking egg? This'll save our ratings. On the run, they met a rotten egg, bad egg, who warned them, "You know eggs expire, right? Without preservatives, you'll end up like me." Horrified, Nisatama vowed to keep Gudetama fresh. Their quest led them to the secret lair of the Egg Mafia, a shadowy organization run by egg-based dishes. A hard-boiled egg warned Nisatama, "These guys are ruthless. Go in alone, and you might end up as fried chicken." But for his brother, Nisatama was willing to risk it. Touched by his bravery, the hard-boiled egg helped disguise him, leading them through a hidden elevator into the Mafia's den. Inside, eggs of all kinds partied, some chugging soy sauce, others lounging on toast couches. After a wild chase, they found the preservatives, only for the lights to suddenly cut out. In the chaos, they were captured. The boss, a Tamagoyaki Japanese omelet, accused them of stealing the preservatives. "Find what was taken, and we'll let you go," it hissed. Gudetama slipped through the bars, and Nisatama followed, stumbling into a Chinese restaurant where Century Eggs were hoarding the preservatives. "We need them to become Century Eggs," they explained. Gudetama could join them if he stayed for 40 days. But they had a mother to find. Moved by Nisatama's story, the Century Eggs returned some preservatives. The Tamagoyaki, impressed, let them go. But the reporter and his colleague Suzuki caught up, hoping to turn them into a TV sensation. Strangely, in front of the network executives, Gudetama became just a normal egg, ruining the show. Suzuki, pitying them, scanned the QR code and discovered Nisatama's mother, Julia, might be at a farm restaurant. After a perilous journey, they sneaked into the farm. Julia wasn't a name, but a breed. The farm grandma sighed. "Your mother might be gone." Heartbroken, Nisatama hid behind a flower pot and sobbed. But Gudetama's mother, Kana, was still there. Everything you've been through makes you special, she told him. At peace, Gudetama chose to fulfill his dream, becoming a raw egg over rice. The farm grandma gently poured him onto warm rice. Scanning the QR code again, they learned Nisatama's mother was alive, just at another farm. With renewed hope, Nisatama set off alone. And in the corner of the farm, Kana laid another blue egg, a new Gudetama, ready for his own journey. Gudetama's adventure is a whimsical yet cutting allegory. Gudetama embodies resigned realism, while Nisatama represents relentless idealism. Their odyssey mirrors modern struggles. Do we accept fate or fight for meaning? The cruelest irony? Gudetama's happy ending is being consumed, a metaphor for society devouring individuality. Yet Nisatama keeps searching, proving the journey itself is the purpose. I'm Meloview. See you next time.